square.
Come on, man.
I got Jesus tears. You got shit, man. Come on, let me get the speed, man. Take your time. Purify water. Come on, let's get back. I gotta put back up. You know I'm there with it. Let's go. Damn, man. Let's go. Come on, man. I got no mask, man. Let's go. Get your movie. This is all you get. That's all you get. I'm at one squirt, please. I'm at one squirt. Come on, let's go. What's on the line? I got two masks. Okay, y'all got me fucked up. I got a sock on. You don't need a sock. Damn, man. Hey. What's up, man? God damn, man. I don't look that dirty ass up, man. Come on, man. Roll it back.
Yo.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The children will grow. It's the final weekend.
Hey, you can send that 7 at that stop or whatever.
On EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
All right.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside the 40-yard line.
Well, not quick screen. Quick play. So, Benjamin, not Benjamin. Williams. No, other corner. Off Williams. Yep.
Mike 51. So we got man. Hey, Alpha.
First down, Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try to think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Stafford, complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now Benjamin.
Damn it.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
This pass finds its way to Williams. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns.
180.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler.
Fucking lucky.
He's going to get it across the midfield, straight into Lion territory. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, jump for it, Williams. I got a damn.
The long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon.
So that's not what I'm going for
only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Well, they do get 5 there, but it's not enough.
That's not what I'm going for at all.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot him? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Hey, no 20. Mike 58 right there. In your face.
Stafford. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A 1st down carry here for Johnson, and he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check 43. Monday. Switch. Like 7. 58.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 80 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
I knew that was coming.
Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 2nd and a couple. Stafford. Catch is made by Hackinson, the tight end. Now a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I take
so
it.
the defense
Davis,
there opportunistic.
Take it.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Load it. Load it. 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. Out of his end zone, Rivers completes it to Benjamin. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Let's go, G.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. That was so well timed. Just a perfect throw on the slam.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Hey, so 190. Set 180. He can't hit. He's not going to get me.
From the red zone now, Rivers. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Rivers pass complete to Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Michael Batchley lining up for the...
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Double right. Let's go now.
Play action. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. And let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 58 for Mike, 58. Let's go.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Returning, it's Benjamin. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times we watch 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the 36, Rivers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devon Kennard. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Damn, that's my fault. I should have thrown it.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. And he's going to go down again.
What are we doing right now,
Flowers, the
like, it's 3. What are we doing right now? It's fucking 3.
Last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
Next time I'm going to make sure Flowers is covered. Damn, man, it's 3, dropping 8. Let's fucking go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Set. Yellow 20. Tackle.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Okay.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
I thought that was Slitty moved over.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devon Kennard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
I'm terrible play calling, terrible fucking play calling. And I have my fucking quarterback in there. I don't even know.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Go. Hatchet.
3rd and long for Rivers. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Let's go. If I'd have had to stiff on that ball, we was gone.
Green 80, round 80. Easy.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Here's 1st and goal, and Gus points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he gets halfway there.
What is all this fucking wigging?
On a gain of 2.
Damn.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game.
It's a straight shoot.
He's been denied.
It's fucking 7, dog. Like, god damn. All this wiggity waggling and shit. Just run straight up the motherfucker. I'm barely messing with the L stick.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We gotta step it up.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I'll take the 3. I bullshit around. Just want to fucking wiggle. Just
so
run
3
straight, my guy.
seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
That'd have been L. Bell. Would have been able to just fucking just run straight up and
kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Only was faster.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And no room to maneuver there.
Come on,
Give him a
fellas, y'all
yard
gotta
up
give
to
me
the
something.
47.
Like, fuck.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate.
I know it's a run, but let's goddamn pick up somebody.
Lead horse,
fuck,
that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Open man, it's Allen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Go. Go. Kill, 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 kill. Room. 51, Mike. Mike, 51. Hey. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Hey, go Orange. Orange behind.
Rivers. Got his man. It's Williams. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down now, it's Gordon. And down
they fucking stiff on
15 shy of the 10.
down.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here we go, D.
The first down throw here for Rivers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Right here, guys. Fight 51.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And the D
like, come on, man.
He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Badgley able to punch this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Inside.
This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And
Eddie still outside,
as they take over.
Yeah, I know.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game.
I forced that one.
Because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck, I forced that one. I should have just given it to him.
A huge disappointment.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Load it. Load it. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
To throw again. Rivers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
It's not late. It's on time.
Hands on for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
51, Mike 51. 65. Leo. 55. Kill hit.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
It's not even that's not even Rivers in there.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Rivers. And this one's incomplete.
Got so long to get in his fucking route. Like, what are you doing, dog?
You have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Like, what are you doing right now?
Line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, ready. Play, 89.
Rivers to throw it. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
She's all right. I only met her today, you know. Why? Why does that concern you?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A carry now for McKissick. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Set 180. Coming to you, coming to you.
Now Gordon on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Oh, here we go.
To throw, Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
White 90. Black 15. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On first down, Gordon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. They bring Rashawn Melvin on the corner blitz, and he gets there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, let's get there. Watch twist. Let's go.
Well, he's in for a Charger touchdown. Easton Stick with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go, his first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The old Cal Bear, Brandon Mebane, gets the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And the pressure gets to him again.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This will be fielded at the 17.
I thought
We
you were
are
going to keep
inside
running.
of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
I don't want to watch them trying to run up the score when I'm not trying to run up the score.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.